Hello, there. We are going live right now. There we go. This is live. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Yes, it seems that yes, it's working. And yeah, let me just put myself together. Sorry, I'm I'm a little bit jumping into it. As I was a little bit in a hurry. I had something coming up, and so I had to. So I didn't really prepare, and then getting late, and so here we are. Let me put myself a little bit together. I didn't want to wait too much before coming in. So I hope you are having a great time, great moment, great day. Beginning of May, and here we are. I'm great, really very good, and many things are happening, actually, a lot. So we are really in this evolution, we are in this ascension, we are in this transformation, discovery, everything. And for me, it's just exponentially exploding and going on and happening, and it's such a thing. Oh, right, yeah, of course. I haven't done that yet. So anyway, so it's I'm tired today, so, because I've been doing many things. I had Reiki clients. So I've done Reiki last night and the night before, and today I had conversations and situations with beings, and so that has required a lot of energy, a lot of attention. I've spent this morning. I've went into a moment really of connecting with my global self, higher self, whatever you want to call it, integrating. I've been integrating that part of me. And so that was really, really intense, even heavy, but it seems heavy just because that side, that higher or vibrational side, when entering the human, the human feels heavier. So it's really boom. Oh gosh, it's so heavy here. Yeah, well, yes, it is heavy because this is human land, and human land is feeling heavy. So I was just there, and I was so in my shower, and I was so feeling heavy that actually under my feet, because generally when you are showering, water goes everywhere, but actually I was there showering, and I noticed that I was so integrating and so heavy that the water couldn't go under my feet. I was so grounded, and it's also a way of feeling grounded, big time, big way. Oh my goodness. So that's one of the reasons why I've been feeling so tired, so tired. But that really feels evolving and moving forward with the self. and understanding many things about me. And wow, that's just, oh gosh, I love this. I love this because, you know, we we are integrating ourselves. We are, right, being ourselves, right? It's evolving, and so, well, yeah. But this communion with me is so beautiful, so fantastic. And the and what I've done today is that I simply decided to integrate myself and to allow myself simply to be vibrationally there. And I decided to accept, right, the acceptance, but right, I was not refusing, I was accepting, but to just let go of all limitations, all belief systems, everything around me. I said, okay, but this moment is communion with me, with the self, and that's all that it is. And so that was outstanding, because what happened is that I was feeling just me and letting go of everything else, the belief systems. I said, okay, God. And what I was feeling is that the human was absolutely 100% scared, terrified, lost, screaming at the beginning, because it's absolutely terrifying. Because in that moment, it's only you. There's nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. It's the void, complete void. No beliefs systems. So the human is just terrified, because the human needs to feel, right, that it's the habit of having reality expressed, and reality is expressed through belief systems. It's because we have a belief system that we are projecting this reality, because this reality is based on belief system. If we take away the belief system, there is this will not look like the way it looks like. So yeah, it's very interesting. And I was able to stay in that vibration for some time, which means that because, right, human beings are unable right now to sustain a vibrational state for very long. Very long, we keep going up and down, right? Because that's how we are right now. We can feel, right, what we call the fifth dimensional self. We can feel, right, we can get to certain vibrations, but not stay there. That's why sometimes it feels so great and because we put ourselves in that vibration, but then the next day we are unable to be there. The next day we are depressed. It's because we are unable to sustain that for a very long time. So, but I stayed in that vibration for some time, and it was just amazing. And then I knew that after that, the integration, the discovery, and all of that then, yeah, because integrating a higher perspective, or what we call higher perspective, those sides of us, those versions, those sides of us that are higher vibration, for those sides, then the human reality is strange, constrained, restricted, right? A lot of belief, a lot of stuff like that, and things fall, and things happen, and there is no control. So there is that discovery, and there is a of the self and discovery of the reality of the way this works. So that is absolutely interesting, right? To be in that discovery. And the other thing is that through the work that I'm doing with Roxanne, she made me notice things about me, right? That's one of the things that is great when you work with someone else, is that they can make you realize things about you that you may be able to realize about other people, but when it comes to the self, we may be a little bit less, right? Because it's our expression, so we may not be really paying as much attention to certain things that we do, certain ways we express, words that we use, that have a certain vibration, because everything is vibration. So when I'm expressing myself, the way I'm expressing is giving a vibration. And sometimes we need to be reminded, or to enter into the habit to know what we're saying and the meaning of what we're saying, and notice the vibration, notice, right, to go to the fullest understanding of what we are doing, what we are saying. Because it's honestly, it's really very simple to just get lost into the illusion that we may be really fully doing it in a very controlled way, that we are not expressing certain things, that we are not saying those things, until we realize that, oh well, I have to pay much more attention, because I am saying certain things, and those things have meanings, right? And I'm very good at noticing it in other people when they express themselves in a certain way. And so then now I realize that I have to pay much more attention with me. And right, it's always, like I always say, it's like a muscle. You start paying much more attention, and then once you progress into that, you understand yourself. You do not need anymore to be, it's you already know. So you stop using certain expression, you stop talking in a certain way. You are more in your empowerment. And that is, for me, it's an important point, the empowerment of the self, to be able to empower in the way we act, in the way we talk, in the way, right, that there is a difference. Huge difference when you are empowered versus where you aren't empowered. It's lack, unworthiness, and all of that you are expressing, and then, well, shit happens, right? Because that's how generally it goes. We are certainly in that way of being, um, of right, of experiencing, right? Then, because our experience, our creation, what we are creating is the influenced by those things. So if I'm not empowered, well, my reality is not empowered. I'll be victimized, or I'll be in shitty situations that I am not really very happy to be confronted with. But that's because I'm not empowered. I've clients that have problems with their doctors, they're taking appointments and those kind of things, and clearly they are not empowered in their behavior, in their generally, right, in many things. And then that is reflected in situations where, well, they ask for an appointment and they don't receive the appointment. They have to go into fighting for certain things that normally they shouldn't be fighting for that thing. However, you're fighting. They are fighting because there is no empowerment of the self. So the reality is created through those lenses and interpreted through those lenses. And so there are things that are simply happening because we are not centered into our power. Self is not empowered, reality isn't empowered. There is no way that you can empower your reality if you are not empowering yourself, because you are the one doing it. Next thing is about our wonderful healing workshop in May the 13th. I'm very, very excited to do that. And again, I had a great experience with that, and I'm very happy to now starting to do this with more people and have this happening in a regular basis, and keep doing that because it's amazing to be able to do this. And as I was saying, with Roxy, we had in our work, she pointed out stuff and not just making me discover things that I'm doing, saying, but also giving me the awareness, so directing me to understand myself better in this healing. And so the understanding that my evolution in healing, that is not new. I've been doing this for many generational lives, right through probably millennia, that I'm doing this, right? What is reflected as millennia, it's happening right now, and the relationship is always the now, and it's not about memory, it's about now. So the connection and the experience, oh, it's so huge, so great that I don't even need to think. I don't need to anything. The healing present itself naturally is there. What do I have to do? Well, I don't need to ask. It's just doing it. And many techniques, many ways, and many energies that are presented. And so the other night, as I was awake, I went into my pyramid, and Silks came in, and we had a great discussion. It's so Silks is I couldn't say them Silks because I call them, yeah, I mean it's we agreed on that, and the name presented by itself. I got the name just by itself. So yeah. And we had a great discussion, and it gave me more sight, more understanding in healing. How long, or like the amount of healing and knowledge, understanding, and all of that. And now I think I'll have a lot to do with that, because there is a lot of information, a lot of things that I can use, that I can expand and experiment in myself, and use with everyone, with people with me, because it's simply there. It's part of the being of me. And so these things become really, then when you enter into the understanding and the discovery of the self, this becomes you. You know that you have all of this, it's you, all that, right, connection and everything. But now we have entered into the understanding of the fact that what we are seeing as life time, a life, 60, 80, 90 years, 100 years, it's more like 100,000, or that's more likely our lifespan, except that we change into a new version of ourselves. So we have, as human beings, we have a belief system, so we apply that belief system. But I realize that application of belief system is illusionary. It's not real, because we still have we still use our ability of creators, and we create ourselves, we keep creating ourselves for many what from our human perspective is many lifetimes, but it's actually one lifetime. We see that as many different, and yeah, it's different, but it's still part of the evolution, because it's the evolutionary self, right? We are evolving, and we are evolving ourselves, and we are evolving ourselves throughout many versions of the self. And that is so fucking incredible to realize that, to have that thing now being there, and say, oh, all right, so Chris is me, I'm Chris. It's not just that, right? Chris, my previous incarnation in the Vietnam War. Oh, actually, I knew that, right? As a creator, we are part of this gestalt, right? Now I realize, oh, it's me. It's really part of this evolutionary, and all the others are part of this evolutionary self that is evolving throughout this realization, and these things, and themes, and stuff. And so I understand much better also my relationship with war, with military, with guns. There are many themes, many topics many stuff that appears there and that come together and then, but healing is one of those. And so healing, there we go. We're a healer. I'm healing myself, but it's right. It's healing is part of that evolution, so that then you come to a moment where that becomes just natural to be able to express that. Beethoven, Mozart playing the piano so early on. Well, yeah, of course, because that's the evolutionary self expressing itself at the fullest. And then you have this kind of beings that are able to do those things. And they appear, and there are many. Mozart is one of the most famous, but we still have right now, we know, right? We have examples of people that are able to, children that are able to play the piano, and they are 3, 4, 5 year old, and with no lessons, with no anything, they are just getting into it. They are doing it perfectly. So now, so we are evolving the way we are seeing human. Human is no longer anything that I used to believe human to be. Human now is absolutely, and they showed me, I was showed right today through what the work I was doing. I've been showed human is absolutely not limited. There is no limitation. The limitation that we are applying is simply fitting in this reality, is our illusion. We are living the illusion of externalization, of lack of all of those things. They are part of human experience, but the human being is not equal that, right? We are limiting ourselves because we choose to limit ourselves, but our abilities are already infinite, illimited. There is literally, there is no limitation. That's the truth of creation. We are not limited. We are creating limitations. That's what it is. So that's why we're able, when we evolve ourselves, we're able to get into that limitless, even though we're not yet able to keep that or to be fully into that, but we are able to get that. And we can get there. Even though, right, the limitations are what we are believing in. That's our belief system, and we are expressing it. So that for me changes completely the game, because I'm understanding even better this relationship with human being. And human being now is absolutely equal to everything else. I already knew that, but the moment I realized that, oh, wait a second, then there are absolutely no limitations. Well, yeah, absolutely, there are no limitations. So I'm creating them through my belief system, but then a belief system can be let go. I can let go of our belief system. So by letting go of our belief system, then, well, everything is possible. Yeah, there are things that you cannot express in front of older people because they can't cope with that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right? There are still belief systems that are implanted into our reality. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that that has to stop anything. The evolution continues. The evolution is bringing the evolutionary self into new discovery. And if something is expressed, well, then that something is expressed. It's the reality of the moment, and the moment expresses everything that is needed. There are actually there are no limitations in the moment, and that is it. No limitations except what we perceive, right? What we want to see for ourselves, but they're gone. Now limitations are a belief system. That's what they are. And so human changes once again completely its meaning and its potential and its expression. Oh, yeah. So it becomes a pleasure to, it increases the pleasure of being human, totally and completely. And so, yeah, you know, that's a lot. So many things and so many things and so many discovery, and the discovery keeps happening and we keep having that, and it's just fantastic. Right, so all right. Oh, hello, James. Welcome. You just came in, right? Oh, you've lost. Hold the fan. Well, you get back. You go back. There is a new fan coming in. Yeah. Oh, I may speak in some different language. We'll see. When he came in, I just thought, wait, yeah, uh, I just did that. I just said that. Yeah, I caught myself in what I said. It's fine. Anyway, I don't have to handle this. It goes as it goes. See, trying to control. Yeah. Oh, James. Yeah. You have to mean it. When you let out, let it out. You have to shy. What are you trying to keep in? Just out. Gone. You see the difference? You are, oh, no, don't leave me, don't leave me. Oh, stay here and stay in. No, don't leave me. Yeah. Healing techniques are nothing written in a stone. You have a lot to learn into how to apply them to yourself. You're not me, you are not them, you are you. Yes, we are all one, exactly. We are all part of you, but you are expressing them as your expression. So you have to find a way you do it. But when you do it, go for it. Don't hold back. You are so holding back on that.